Do you suck at PvP? Like every time you try to PvP, you get killed by the sweatiest daily million of all time. Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know starting from the basics. Here are the things I'll be covering: the builds, movement, and other PvP fundamentals that most people never learn. And now let's start with how to choose a PvP build. Choosing your build in PvP is one of the most important things in Blox rules, guys. And it doesn't really matter what build you begin with, just go ahead and choose what's the best for you. For example, if you like Portal, just go ahead and use it. Or maybe you like the Camel Sword, just go ahead and use it, man. And don't listen to what other people say. For example, if they're saying Portal is spammy, you shouldn't use it. I mean, that's not completely true, because Portal is a fruit in Blox rules. So it's basically made for other people to play it, bro. And that goes with every single weapon in the game. So just go ahead and choose your favorite build. So now that you choose your build, you need to know how to use it. And I have the perfect fruit for that, which is the ice fruit. Ice is a very good fruit for beginners. So the reason why this fruit is so beginner friendly is because of the stun, bro, the V move. The V move is so easy to use, it's crazy, man. But firstly, you need to flash step on them. Like, if you're not using flash step and just go to them, it's very predictable and they can kill you. So just try to combine your flash step and your V move. For example, like this, flash step and then V move. And I'm gonna show you a simple ice combo move, like everyone should know it. So first, you need to flash step and then do the V move. For example, like this, V and then C. M1, M1, M1 3 times and then Z and X, bro. X should be the finisher, but you can also combo with your melee or your sword depending on what you're using, bro. An alternative for the ice fruit, we have the portal fruit. Portal is another PvP friendly fruit which is very easy to use like the ice fruit. With this portal fruit you can go invisible with the X move, which is very OP, and you basically have 3 dashes, which is the M1, the F move and the Z move. But I wouldn't suggest to use the Z move for movement. I would suggest it to use instead for starting your combo, basically. So you may be asking, how do I start my combo with the portal fruit? Well, I prepared a very easy build to use, which everybody in this game knows: the Sanguine Art, first dual katana, skull guitar and portal. So now what you wanna do is flash tap on them like this and then do the X move. It basically stuns your opponent for a bit, like 1 second, but trust me, it is very OP. So after you do the X move, you need to do the Z move. So flash step, X move and then Z move, and then you can go like CDK Z, and then after CDK Z you wanna use CDK X, and then after that you wanna use Sanguine Z, Z and X. I know it's kinda complicated, but you'll get the use of it after you practice. So let me just combine all of that: flash step, X move, Z move, CDK Z, and then X, Sanguine Z, Z, and then X. And that's basically your combo. If you can't do this combo at all, just search up another alternatives on YouTube, bro. Like, for example, just search your build on YouTube and there will be a lot of combos that you can choose. Wait, what the hell just joined my server, bro? So now that you know how to combo, you need to learn what cantrick is. So cantricking is when you're in the middle of a combo and then you turn on your observation and you dodge, taking no damage from the combo. And by the way, to cantrick, you need to have observation. Like, if you don't have observation, you need to get it, bro. Especially the second version, bro. The second version is so useful because you can see other people's builds, and that will help you a lot on PvP, because if you know your opponent's build, you can change your playstyle depending on what he's using, and it basically makes you win your fights. So now let me show you an example of cantrick. Basically what I'm gonna do is use the CDKZ on this guy, but first of all, let me do it with observation on. As you can see, I can still hit him. Now let's do the cantrick. You need to have your observation off. This is very important. And now let me do the CDKZ on this guy. So CDKZ, and then release it, and then observation, bro. As you can see, I basically took no damage, which is kinda crazy. I suggest you to learn this move because it's very useful. Like, bro, you take no damage at all. It will help you a lot in PvP, trust me, bro. Especially against early millions. But be careful, not every move is cantrickable. Now that you chose your build and you know how to cantrick, let's learn how to choose your race. In this game, there are 7 different races that you can choose. Each of them are super strong and they are balanced out really well in my opinion. But for beginners, I suggest you to use the Ghoul race, the Cyborg race or the Shark race. If you didn't know this yet, each race has 4 different versions. Getting V4 on a race will be super useful for you in PvP, especially when you're like 2.5 million in bounty. And if you don't have a V4 race yet, just go ahead and get it, bro. Trust me, it will be super useful for you because, bro, V4 is just OP, bro. V4 is OP. You will dominate once you unlock the V4 race. If you want to know more about the races, just go on the Blox rules wiki, which you can search up on Google. Just go ahead and choose what's the best for you. But as I said, I suggested to use the Ghoul race, Cyborg race, and the Shark race. They are very beginner friendly and are very OP, trust me, bro. Now, if you don't know what V4 is, basically once this bar is full, like over here you have a bar. By the way, if you don't have V4 on your race, this bar will not show. But once you make it full, you can basically activate your V4, which makes you super strong. You will get a bit of health and all your stats are maxed out. So just go ahead and get that V4 race, bro. Come on. Now let's talk about how to flash step properly. So to flash step, you basically need to hit this button. You need to press the R move on PC. I don't know about the other devices. As I told y'all, you need to combine your flash step with a move. So basically Portal X and flash step like this. Flash step and then Portal X. Flash step can be very useful in running also, like for example if you're running from a person, or maybe if you just wanna go up like this, you can flash step on this building. But what I suggest you to do, after you see your opponent do a move, you need to flash step on him immediately, bro. Let's say for example they're using the CDKZ move like this, like they're just holding it and they can't move at all. So you need to flash step on them before they can move. Flash step can be combined with other movement moves. For example, the lightning F, like this, flash step over here and then lightning F, which can be very useful in fights and make you unpredictable, and overall it will make you a great player. Now let's talk about baiting. Let's say this is my opponent and I'm fighting him and he got the ice fruit. So basically what baiting is, it's basically faking, bro. For example, you're faking your movement by going towards him and then you go backwards. Basically by baiting, you wanna bait his ice V because obviously he's gonna do the ice V if he has ice. So to bait his ice V, you need to fake that you go towards him and then you go back like this, bro. Like you need to do this quick, or maybe flash step on them, bro, but you need to be very careful because if he's a 30 million with the ice fruit, it's gonna be GG's for you. Now let me show you a couple advanced movement tricks. So there's a glitch in Blox fruits. I mean, it's not basically a glitch, it's more like of a trick. If you use your screw guitar exactly before you dodge, you will gain more distance. As you can see, you basically go further, which will be very useful in fights, trust me. So now let me show you another movement trick, which is called ragdolling. So first of all, you need to choose a weapon which can ragdoll you, for example Yama Z or Sanguine Z. So to ragdoll, you need to look up while having your crosshair on the top of your screen like this, and then do the move like this, bro. As you can see, I was ragdolled for a second there, and after you get ragdolled, you need to use the skull guitar move. So ragdoll and then do the skull guitar dash. As you can see, it basically boosted me a little, but I didn't do the ragdoll thing properly. So let's ragdoll. Now, as you can see, look how fast I am, bro. This is crazy. And if you learn how to do it consistently, you will become a better player and it will basically make you invincible in PvP. Trust me, bro.